Bienvenue. Welcome to French at Park High School. My name is Stacy Paleen, Madame Paleen in class, and my contact information is spaleen@sowashco.org, or you could also reach me at 651-425-5789, and I can be found at Park High School in room 215. Few rules about the French classroom here at Park High. First of all, we follow all of the school rules, and that includes rules about masks and cell phones and everything like that. I encourage students to just try their best, be patient. They're learning a new language. It's always hard. I highly encourage, in fact, basically recommend, make it mandatory that students do not use Google Translate. It doesn't always work for them, and it teaches them things that they actually don't even know yet. So it's just not a good situation. And then when we're in the classroom or we're working together online, we're going to respect each other, but most importantly, we're going to have fun. I do encourage classroom participation, and by classroom, I mean both in-person and virtual. It is essential for the learning of a language. We'll do a lot of interactive activities, and those may be interactive via technology, but also in person, of course, maintaining 6 feet and practicing social distancing. We'll use a lot of authentic resources in class, including readings, videos, songs, websites, and games. And students always need to remember that this will be a risk-taking, mistake-making, safe place to learn. When students are meeting with me virtually, I do have a Google Meet expectation handout sheet, and that is accessible on Schoology, and it basically just sets the standards for when we're meeting virtually. When students are working at home, I highly encourage them to write down questions that they have. They can either shoot me an email right away, or a message via Schoology is actually the best way, or just wait and ask those questions on their hybrid day. There's also the opportunity to sign up for a Google Meet appointment in the afternoons when all the students have left the building, and then the student and I can meet one-on-one virtually. In French 1, students are going to learn to talk about themselves and the world around them. Our topics include alphabet, greetings, activities, likes and dislikes, numbers, family descriptions, school supplies, weather, seasons, calendar, just to name a few. We also focus a lot on culture. We look at France and other French-speaking countries, and then students participate in a cultural activity called J'aime le français that I will explain here in a minute. Our grading in French is an 80-20. 80% is summative and 20% is formative. The summative is what are our exams, and we will exam and we will test the students in the 4 main areas of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Everything else in this class is formative, and that can include a variety of things, all of the practice that we do leading up to the unit test, including quizzes, writing practice, vocab and grammar practice, Duolingo, discussion boards, Flipgrids, Kahoots, quizzes, challenges, ed puzzles, just to name a few. In this class, students are expected to complete 15 points per trimester of self-directed activities. There is a list of activities that they can choose from, and these focus on French culture, Francophone culture, and or the language, and many options are available for the students, and these are due approximately 1 week before the end of the trimester. I encourage you to ask your student to show you in Schoology the folder that is called J'aime le français. Duolingo is an app on our iPads that we use, but I use it also as a formative assessment. So students are required to complete 50 XP. XP is how Duolingo does its scoring per week. And then in terms of materials, students will need their school-issued iPad, which of course should be charged daily and ready to use. I highly recommend having earbuds for both at home and at school. If the students are coming into the building, the earbuds, when we do some listening activities and students want to work at their own pace, it's really helpful to have those. If a student wants to organize themselves with a binder and tabs that's dedicated to French, I highly recommend that. We don't use a textbook for this class, so all of the resources will be available on Schoology, and also, of course, pens and pencils. Typically, in a normal school year, we do a French club once or twice a month, but because of the situation with COVID, we will be trying to organize some virtual French clubs, and I'm just encouraging students to stay tuned, watch for announcements. And finally, every other year I do take students to a trip to Europe. I'm hopefully leading a trip this summer. It'll be an 11-day trip to Paris, the Loire, southern France, and Italy in the June of 2021. This trip is open to all students and adults. I currently have approximately 40-some people signed up for this trip. And if you are interested, please check out the website and you can get more information. I also have this posted in my classroom, and I will link it on my Schoology page. As always, if you have any questions about anything, please do not hesitate to ask, and I am really excited about working with your students this year. Thank you.